Going way back, if you like, when I was a kid, I mean, I'm talking about a toddler. My dad, I say, was a coal burner, so they were using the spoils for the coal mines and stuff, and building what they called composition brick, which was not really hard brick. They had to harden it. That's why most of the things is so. But what they did on the westward side, they expanded. So instead of it just being the Atlas brickwork and the Etna brickwork, they then expanded into refractory brickwork. The refractory brickwork was a much harder brick that withstood very high temperatures, and it was used solely for the steel industry, predominantly for the steel industry. Yes, you had some of them in storage heaters. You mentioned storage heaters earlier on, but that wasn't a big business. The business was the steel industry, and when the steel industry went into decline, there was no call for the product, and that was when it was Steekley. Then we worked for Steekley Refractory. Then they decided to close the work, but a subsidiary Steekley Refractory was called Steekley Brick and Tile Company, who made building bricks for houses. So we actually reverted back, because at that time the Etna brickwork had been taken over by Glasgow Iron and Steel, so the Westworks was separate at that time. But initially, from Balville Cross almost down to Sybil's Garage was all the UFP, all United Fire Clay products. So to answer your question, the demise of the steel industry meant the demise of the Westworks. But it did regenerate for a few years as a building brick concern.